Caitlin, do me a favor. Go in and type in a comment so I can see if I can hear it better. Because I couldn't hear them before. I turned it all the way up.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Hi, people.
Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Walker Buehler, a Kentucky-born right-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one. If they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Now at the plate, Adam Hazley. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Adam Hazley.
First offering on its way. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. Two first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early a little bit. Interested to see how the managers go about it. We got some stars out on the field today.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. Now the 2-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed, and then strike 2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 2, Segura.
Gene Segura standing in. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch.
That's not that far behind, though, is it? A little bit.
Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 3.
Tara always makes fun of me.
Here's Bryce Harper now.
For talking
You've
to
seen
myself,
that
now I
average
feel like I'm
climb
talking to
during his
somebody else.
7-game hitting streak.
If somebody's watching, I am. Let's see.
From the stretch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
This bastard pulling that out.
And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says Carl Dixon down at third base. It's ball 1. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fouled away.
Late on 98.
Segura, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Oh, and he can't catch up to
bro.
the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Probably Kevin.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
There's two now. The other one's probably Uncle Kevin, who just missed the epically horrible at-bat by Bryce Harper where I struck out.
Pola Darth Father.
Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter,
not necessarily, Kevin. There was some random person watching this morning.
Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity.
So striding forward now.
You need a 2-out RBI.
And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0.
2-0 fastball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
If I don't get my 2-0 fastball, I'm going to look silly swinging for a 2-0.
Two down, runners at first and second. Skied into very
I popped up
shallow
my 2-0
right.
fastball. Damn it.
And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. Phillies leave a couple. The Dodgers coming up, and we are
scoreless. If Mookie is a free agent
scoreless.
at the end of the season, Mookie going to be a Philly.
Aaron Nola will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Now batting, Justin Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Turner.
Here's the pitch.
I gotta be careful because the last time I played
The 0-1
this
pitch.
first pitch swinging a lot.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper has a read on it. He's got it one away.
Batting second, the shortstop, Kike Hernandez.
Stepping in, Kike Hernandez. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball one.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
Williams will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Batting third.
Next for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action.
Hitting 340 with 10 home runs, and they call him ice cold. I wish some of my guys
Here's
were
the
that
first
ice cold.
pitch to him. In there, and it's 0-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
He did not get a piece of that.
Ball. And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Slow little roller to third. He's right there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We are still scoreless. At the plate, JT Realmuto. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
First pitch of the at-bat. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Peterson giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting 7, the left fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
So the base is empty here with one away, and digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner.
Pitch count up. You keep throwing the first pitch strikes.
One and one. One and two now as that one's fouled off. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Here's Neil Walker as he rips it on the ground to second, right to him. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Last half of the second set to go. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Bellinger.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2-1 now. Now here's the pitch.
Inside, ball 3.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
Next up for Los Angeles, Max Muncy. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He's set. Here it comes.
Oh, come on, dude.
The 1-0.
Hey! 1-1.
Down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
Pick up the ball.
Rounds third and is digging for the plate.
Wow.
And the runner will score from first. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune.
Peterson.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Nola has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
To the plate now, Gavin Lux. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll just watch that knuckle curve. 1-1. Pitch on the way. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
In now, Will Smith. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two and 2 to the Dodgers catcher. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. We played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Phillies nothing.
I know, you keep looking up, it's great.
Welcome back to Dodger Stadium, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their boys in blue this season. They come into this game ranked first in the league in team ERA, and talking with some of the members of the staff prior to the game, they mentioned how they've really been able to feed off each other. They're a competitive bunch, so when one guy goes out and has a great game, the starter the next day feels the motivation to live up to that performance, if not best it. Maybe a big reason behind their success this year, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Off for Philadelphia. The
top of the 3rd set to get underway. Settling in now, Aaron Nola. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Down the 3rd baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
1 ball, no strikes the count. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Looking for the slider.
Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
I'm in front of the slide.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of the stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
No balls and a strike to count.
I hate Walker Buehler.
Popped him up. Smith has got it, and the side is retired.
I pop it up.
Phillies down. So digging in now, Walker Buehler to begin things here against Aaron Nola.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now a ball lined to the left side.
Man, if they put the doubles to the corner, I'd be mad.
The 1-1 home. It's a curveball taken low for a ball.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Line drive to center field, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Justin Turner is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Up the ball, so that's a plus.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Here it comes, 0-2. That just misses off the inside for ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball, just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
The batter. The right
first and second with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up Mookie Betts. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
And that misses ball 1. Betts is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in a count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Swing and a liner. But this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. He worked the walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. From the belt, kicks and deals. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming
a swing and a miss. That retires the side.
That's how you get out of trouble.
Will do it. Dodgers strand a couple. They're up 2-0.
Now we need to hit the ball. Maybe stop swinging. Oh no, Bryce.
All set for the start of the fourth. Into the box now, Bryce Harper. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
I should bunt against that shift. Maybe next time.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
You dirty
the bastard. Number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now here it comes.
Ball one, no strike.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies' first baseman. One and 2 as he chases the slider.
Oh, this guy's making
no runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Fastball, strike 3 called
that's not
as he
a
couldn't
strike.
pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but
Now
it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that, they'll end the inning. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field and Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready now, Max Muncy, and he made it exciting early on as he circled the bases with an inside-the-park home run his first time up. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
There's a swing, and he sends a
Oh,
ball
the inside the park
high in
home
the
run
air
wasn't
into left
enough for him.
field. A leap at the wall, but forget it, it's
He
gone.
decided to hit it outside the
run.
park home run.
A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he's as hot as anybody in the game right now, hitting a homer yesterday and 2 more today. They need to rethink whatever strategy they're using to pitch to him, because he's killing them.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. High chopper towards first. Hoskins grabs it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, number
Digging
9.
in for his second at-bat, Gavin Lux. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Hit back up the middle. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, the catcher.
So striding in, Will Smith, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Dodgers add on courtesy of this solo home run. We played
It's the
four.
Max Muncy
It's now
Show.
3-0 Los Angeles. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. A ball and a strike. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
In the air to straightaway center field. Bellinger is there, and he has it for the first out.
The left fielder.
Stepping into the box, Nick Williams. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Hit back toward the mound. And that's the second out.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Into the box, Neil Walker. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
We're going to try to bunt against the shift here.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
And
Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And a bunt attempt misses, and we'll see how they play it down 0-2.
I let go of the button. I'm not sure why this is whatever.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Dodgers 3. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Walker Buehler. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Walker.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. For Walker now at second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now
back to the top of the order now, and digging in at the plate will be Justin Turner. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good knuckle curve, and he's got him behind 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Stepping in now, Kike Hernandez. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. No hits to this point. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Trying to send him packing for the second time.
Nope.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Fouled away. And he fouls this one off.
This is probably for Aaron. He's pitching okay, but we need offense.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the inning kept alive now for Mookie Betts.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher. Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Cody Bellinger.
3-run bomb.
So here's Cody Bellinger. In the dirt here. No movement on base. It's ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
And that misses 2-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Sharp ground ball to third. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple, but they lead it 3-0. Next.
Leads off for the Phillies. The pitcher, Aaron Nola.
I don't need a home run yet, so I'll wait for Bruce. Smoke break. Fast forward. Stop looking at me. It's never you. You need this? I really, yes. I was curious because I was trying to concentrate on you won't play it wet.
That was my coffee cup.
gonna go upstairs on the Xbox and say, what was it called again? Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
In this house we have a meeting called I'll show you.
Did you wipe your butt?
Give me wipe my butt.
You went up there for 5 seconds and said you were going to play a game.
No, I just came down to tell you something.
What?
Before I turned on the Xbox, I put my hand right here. And then I didn't just hear it. I felt my heart like trying to push out. Like pushing on my skin.
Is your heart pumping?
Wow.
It's probably from running up the stairs. You probably got your heart moving a little fast.
Casually runs up the stairs again. Naomi asked her friends for dares. One of her friends said, fall in love with an object.
Okay.
You know what I responded with?
What?
I responded with, I am an object.
Fair enough.
This poor thing. I have my phone like this, and the box just goes yeet.
See? Why don't you ever just do it randomly without prodding from me?
Sorry.
Sorry, we don't have the answer to the question. That's an answer. There. Caitlin, go get my phone, please. And it's 1 o'clock. You gotta do your stuff.
Why has they been busy?
Do your stuff, Caitlin. after the get your shower.
Ronald Torreyes will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 7, Ronald Torreyes.
Fouled away. Torreyes, once a Minnesota Twin, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
2-1 the count. Now here's the pitch.
Early.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Up next for Philadelphia.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Adam Hazley. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fastball well outside. 1 out, nobody on. Two and 0 to the Phillies center fielder. Popped him up. Muncy in foul ground. And no one will track it down. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, D-Row, that's a 1-out single right there. And hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention. A little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the 1-0. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Nope, that's better.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. He's ready. Now the pitch. This year against right-handed pitching, Harper brings in a batting average resting just under 320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. The classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
1-0 the count. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Fouled off.
Damn it, why do I keep missing that pitch?
2 down, runners at first and second. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Oh,
the relay throw, and he's safe.
Now back.
As the pitching coach heads out on the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Yeah, leave him freaking loaded because Bryce Harper is
Here's Didi Gregorius as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's set. The 0-1. Pulled toward right center field.
Get in the gap. Get in the gap.
His bets. 1 run is scored. And this
that is a it would have been a 3-run double. Damn it.
Will have to hold on at third base.
Ground rule.
First base open. It looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
The left fielder, number 5.
So stepping in, Nick Williams, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Come on, Nick.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Oh, that's
first pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 0-2. Here it is. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Popped him up.
Damn it.
Turner has moved in foul territory. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. LA's on top, 3-2. Ranger Suarez enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 55.
Max Muncy will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. 1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
The left fielder, number 31.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to give him safety to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Digging in once again, Gavin Lux. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says Carl Dixon down at third base. It's ball 1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting.
Striding in, Will Smith. Runner in scoring position with some.
Buehler's up after him, right? Let's walk him and see if they will hopefully take him out of the game.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with two gone.
A.J. Pollock,
We'll see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and two gone here.
A.J. Pollock.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Victor Arano trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
We don't get Turner. There's a lot of lefties coming up behind him.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field.
I got it. I got it.
And that is off the wall. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play. And the second run will score as they've pushed the margin here to 5-2 now.
Up next to Dodgers.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Turner. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. 2 out here and a runner at second. Grounded back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
A little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 1-1 to count. From the stretch. Bounce to first. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side.
Smoke break. Fast forward.
Mom is in the garage.
Child? That actually scared me. Okay. Thank you. Ah.
So am I.
How can you hear me? How do you hear me? Ah.
Because I'm awesome.
Wait, that that's not how that works. That's not how that works.
But how? Buster.
I don't think he's watching it right now. They hear him. Keep going.
Were you confused?
Yeah. And then mommy told me.
I just pointed to it.
She was like, oh, I thought it would come from the camera. What about the say?
Alright, let me finish losing this game.
And I was going to ask mom to give me a water. And all of a sudden I hear the TV go, mommy's in the garage. I was like,
So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 1 Philly error, and 1 man left on base. 7th inning coming up. Scott Alexander is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Number 75. Scott Alexander.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
first offering on its way. Alexander. Has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. And he takes strike.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Another 0-2 coming. And strike three called as he gets a little help there. One away.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Andrew McCutcheon will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 22, Andrew McCutcheon.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 2 home runs and 5 driven in. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Now the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Adam Hazley. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he misses with it. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
In tight with the slider. 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up. Andrew McCutcheon is up off the bench as he is in as a defensive replacement. Adam Morgan gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts.
Number 46.
Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Goslin retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number 1.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Sliced hard on the ground, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup. But he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Behind 0-2 now. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Now batting, left field.
So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And Harper will make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for LA. They lead it 6-2. Coming to the plate now, Gene Segura. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
On to the 8th here as a slider is taken. The 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Swing and a liner. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there. Keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0.
Oh, you should have seen him pouting this morning.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on and start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
The 1-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
And we try to make it a game in the 8th. Shut up.
Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Kenley Jansen is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Hoskins behind the count 0-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on 2nd and 3rd, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Come on, DD.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Didi Gregorius. And he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
Ready with the 0-1.
That's the only good pitch I'm going to get.
great pitch
What
there as he
in
couldn't get
the
extended
hell
on
am
that
I
one, and
swinging
he's down
at?
on strikes for the second out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's
And then I
fouled
get
away.
one and I miss it.
Second and third, 2 away. Real Muto behind with an 0-2 count now. Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 6-3 contest.
The left fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging the club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. In now, Gavin Lux. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze him.
And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Here now the 2-2. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in, Will Smith. The head-to-head with Adam Morgan. Small sample, a perfect 1 for 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count. High in the air out to center field. Hazley is there, 2 gone. Corey Seager will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 1 home run, 9 driven in. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Hazley is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Dodgers down in order as they're unable to add. Blake Trinan comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 49.
Stepping up to the plate, Phil Gosselin comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
This is popped up. Muncy in foul ground, and that's the first out of the inning. Jay Bruce will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Jay Bruce.
A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. One 0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
2-2.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even spiffing the zone, and he let him get away.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Ball 1. Runner at first here, one man out. Bouncer up the middle. Dive. He's got it. What a play. And just like that, this one is over.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. The Los Angeles Dodgers took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Walker Buehler earns his 5th winner of the year. Blake Trinan wraps it up for the save, his 10th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
No errors. They left 6 men on base. For Philadelphia.
Where did it go?
Upstairs. He's going to get a shower.
And now we get Kershaw.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Looking first at the NL East, Max Muncy had a total of 3 RBIs on the day. As the boys in blue
Boo.